Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat. It's Let It Rip Friday.
Hi, I'm Linda Mitchell, 54-year-old elite obstacle racer, award-winning fitness competitor, gym owner, and author. Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat podcast, where we will approach the difficult topics of life, interview inspiring guests, and bring empowerment to all. This community is a place where we can be who we are instead of who others want us to be. Let's get started.
And now, a word from our sponsors, Essential Formulas.
Now more than ever, it is important to have a healthy immune system. Many health professionals agree that probiotics are a leading natural therapy for boosting immune health. Why? Because 70% of your body's immune cells reside in the GI tract. By taking a superior probiotic daily, like Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, with their postbiotic metabolites, you can enhance your overall immune system and immune response. For additional immune support, get RegActive's Immune Formula to boost your glutathione levels, since our glutathione levels go down if we feel stressed. Maintaining glutathione levels is a key factor for natural defense. For a short-term immune boost, try Dr. Ohhira's Propolis Plus, which provides probiotic and immune support and includes Brazilian green propolis for superior antioxidant support and vitamin E, astaxanthin, and flax oil. Be proactive about your immune health. Ask your retailer today about Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, RegActive Immune Formula, and Dr. Ohhira's Propolis Plus today.
If you guys have been listening to the pod lately, you know that about 3 weeks ago, I completely kicked my caffeine to the curb. And I have done this before, but oh gosh, it was so easy this time because I had a little help from our friends at Organifi. I have been using the red juice, which is so easy. It tastes so great too. It has adaptogens in it. And what I love about the red juice is it tastes like fruit punch to me. And I mix it in a little bit of water and I drink it in the morning, and sometimes I'll have it around 2 or 2:30 when you usually get a little crash in your day. But it just gives me the best boost of energy. And I know most of us could use more energy in our day, but caffeine can only do so much. At some point, we need to look at the root causes of our fatigue. It turns out 2 main factors in low energy are chronic stress and a lack of nutrition. Organifi creates delicious superfood blends that address both of these problems. They use adaptogenic herbs and mushrooms to help balance cortisol levels associated with stress, and they make it easier to add more nutrients into your day. You just simply mix a scoop into water or plant-based milk of your choice and enjoy a natural boost any time of day. So like me, I have been getting great sleep, you guys. I have had stable energy all throughout the day. I'm crushing it. So I highly recommend Organifi to you. And today you can get 20% off any order by going to www.organifi.com/sweat and use the code SWEAT for 20% off any order. That's Organifi, Organifi.com/sweat. And I'm going to start us off with a quote. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. And I'm going to talk about having fun and loving your life. So many times we are so caught up in the day-to-day, the responsibilities, the agenda, OPA, other people's agenda, our emails, our tasks, our accomplishments, our accolades, our family, our friends, so many things. And we feel like we have to do it all. We are the chief everything officer, as Anna Conathan said in my episode for next week. And when we are the chief everything officer, there's not a whole lot of room left over for us, as I was talking about in my Let It Rip Friday for next week. So when you don't leave any time over, you don't leave room for adventure, for excitement for miracles, for one. If you're overly scheduled and you leave no room for error or rest, you're going to pretty soon also burn yourself out, where you feel, if you're not enjoying your normal activities, you're not excited to go do your workout, you're actually dreading it. You are looking forward to the end of the day or bed, right? Or maybe you're just too tired to sleep and you keep rolling over. And so it's just like you are on like this fight or flight mode in a way, because your adrenaline is up from all of the things that you've been doing. Your body doesn't know if it's being chased by a tiger. It just knows that it's in this overactive mode, and it doesn't know how to then shut down at night or when you're trying to get full rest. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a moment. I have these annoying pop-ups coming up on my computer, and it is so distracting. I feel like I'm going to have to close my eyes. I am taking this course, well, I finished it, for recommending supplements, and I had to enable the pop-up to be able to take the course and take the exam. So now I have no idea how to shut the freaking thing off. Aren't pop-ups annoying, you guys? Oh my goodness. It's like 100 windows have opened. So that, I have to say, was an adventure that was not fun. But when we can focus on having fun and incorporating fun into our lives, many times we lie to ourselves and say, we don't have time for fun. We can't make time for fun. We make excuses that, or I don't know if I want to say excuses, we buy our own stories where we think that our life is just too much more complicated than somebody else's. We may have FOMO over that beach vacation that they took, or we see them working for the beach, or we're like, well, they have a job they like, I don't. But the thing is we always have the choice to bring enjoyment to our life, no matter how mundane our task is, because it's like that glass half empty or half full. If you realize that you can bring enjoyment to everything, then you stop making the excuse of why you're not happy, why you can't have fun, why you're miserable, why you're burnt out, why you're always so tired all the time. You know why you're always so tired all the time? It's probably because you're not doing things that light you up inside. Because when we're kids and we're playing outside, the day could just go on, and we would not recognize that it was time for rest. And if you're doing something that you truly enjoy, like let's say you're a musician and you just get lost in music, you could do it all day long, you could do it 24/7, that is what lights you up. And even if you have a mundane task, generally you could find a way to make it a little more fun until you decide, hey, this isn't for me, I need to do something else. And there's always the fear of making that transition. But let me tell you, if you're miserable and you are working 24/7 behind those four walls, you're not getting out to experience life and enjoyment. Life is all too short. Make the transition, take the jump, make the leap. You won't regret it, because what you're going to regret is spending a life that you didn't imagine, that you didn't enjoy, and that wasn't worthy of you and what's inside of you and what you're capable of and what your dreams are and what you were made for. And we'll be right back to the Sisterhood of Sweat after this quick break. I have been so busy. I became a grandmother. I expanded the Sisterhood of Sweat and with my podcasts. So what I find is the busier you get, the more important it is to find easy ways to take care of yourself. That's why I have started incorporating Organifi. Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends that offers plant-based nutrition made with high-quality ingredients. Each Organifi blend is science-backed to craft the most effective doses with ingredients that are organic and free of fillers and contain less than 3 grams of sugar per serving, like Organifi green juice with essential superfoods and a clinical dose of ashwagandha. You just mix it up so easy in water, you guys, and it tastes great. The green juice helps you reduce stress and supports healthy cortisol levels. Or Organifi Gold, which is a superfood tea that you can drink at night. It supports your rest and relaxation so you can wake up feeling refreshed. Each Organifi blend is easy to use. Simply just mix it in water or your favorite beverage while on the go. And they don't compromise quality for taste. Organifi takes pride in offering the best tasting superfood products on the market at a price that works out to less than $3 a day. You can experience Organifi's high quality superfoods without breaking the bank. Go to www.organifi.com/sweat and use code SWEAT for 20% off your order. That's ORGANIFI.com/sweat and use code SWEAT for 20% off any item. We're back with the Sisterhood of Sweat. If you're missing out on all of that, you will have regret. So think about, how will I feel at the end of my life if I hammered bolts 24/7 all day long, the same bolt, the same hammer? You're going to be regretting it. So we don't regret the risks we take in life. And I can't remember who said this. So if you guys can help a girl out, let me know who said it. But it's the things that we didn't risk, the journeys we didn't take, the trips we didn't take, the dreams we didn't go after, the relationship we didn't fight for. And it's just so many things. And so when you think about it from an end of life perspective, because we're all going to have end of life at some point. So how do you want to live the life you've been given and cherish it and respect the value of your life? And so just recently, I was just thinking, I think I probably was listening to a podcast. I can't remember which one, but they just were talking again. This is one of my favorite topics, which is just about, how can I put enjoyment into this so that it isn't drudgery? How can I make it more fun? Could I take this is what I tell my husband, could I take my work outside and sit on the deck and drink lemonade or whatever? I drink lemon water with stevia, which is my lemonade, and sit out there and enjoy the weather. Or go take your work to the beach and figure out, like recently I was like, how am I going to get a vacation in where we could all go? So I thought, well, let's go for it. So I got all of my subs ready. My son wasn't filming. That worked out. And then my husband got a caretaker for his parent. And it all worked out so that we could all go see my older son and take a much needed trip to the beach, a vacation. And pretty soon everybody went from feeling burnt out and tired and overworked to excited and can hardly wait, laughing and joking. And now our work doesn't feel, I told my husband Thursday's the new Friday, because I'm having the guy on that wrote the book. Thursday is the new Friday. And he said, well, this week it is. And I said, yes, it is. So it went from being this thing where, it becomes monotonous if you don't ever supercharge your life with some excitement and some adventure and things to look forward to. So plugging those things in, thinking about, how can I make this more fun? How can I add the happiness factor? And do I need to bring somebody in to do these mundane tasks that I hate? Because I guarantee you, every time that you bring somebody in and you invest in them doing work, you free yourself up, you come up with that money, because people working for you makes money. You working yourself into the ground is not going to build you a big business, a big dream. It's just going to burn you out. And we all need to incorporate others into our visions. And how can they help? And how could you pay their paycheck? Think what a blessing it would be if you had a business and you were paying 25 people and they get a salary off of your dream. And maybe they don't have to go work in a mundane atmosphere. Maybe they enroll in your vision and they get excited about it, and they don't have to work at a job they hate for. Well, have you ever seen that show, Mean Bosses? They don't have to work for a mean boss or in a horrible environment. So just all the things we can create once we decide that we could think outside of the box, that we aren't trapped in our routines. We're not trapped in a job, that we could change anytime we decide, that it is not cement. We can move. We are not a tree. We're not rooted in the ground. We are, somebody that can be transported from place to place. And when you can transport your mind from the mundane to dreaming again, you'll start being exploring and creative, and you'll be surprised about all of the new ideas and the zest that you have for life. And I don't know if this will make you laugh, but I thought this was a great, great quote to end this whole thing with. And it's by Hans Christian Andersen, and it's short and sweet and to the point. Enjoy life. There's plenty of time to be dead. And I'm going to leave you with that. You can contemplate what that actually means. And I hope everybody decides to go after their dreams and live a little more and be a little more adventurous. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Maybe I will do a live workout from the beach where I decided, hey, I can pivot. I can teach on Zoom from the freaking beach. Bye, everybody.
And I hope that all of our listeners have enjoyed this podcast. And if you guys have really enjoyed this, please review us in iTunes, and also share this episode with your friends and your loved ones. Thanks again for listening to the Sisterhood of Sweat.